Welcome back to DajibanLife, and today, as you can see, I did change the coolant fluid out again. After replacing the water pump, I put in some coolant cleaner, like a flush, and flushed it out. I don't know how clean it actually is. Probably not that clean, but you know, that'll have to do. So I bled it. So there shouldn't be any air in the system, at least I hope not. Shouldn't have any more problems with that. And I also changed out the doors. So these are the doors from the other van. So they shut better, but they're not shutting correctly right now. But yeah, so that's kind of nice clean doors. And then today I'm gonna be continuing to work on the seats. So basically what I decided to do was this part right here is supposed to be for the seat belt on the passenger side. This is the passenger side seat. So I'm gonna reuse, I need these mounting holes obviously. So what I'm gonna do is cut this support down maybe about that much. It looks like about 2 inches. So I can reuse these mounting holes and then weld these bars that I have a little lower. So probably doesn't really make sense me just talking about it like that, but let me go ahead and start cutting and then you'll see what I'm talking about. Alright, so we got the top chopped off there a few inches, so that we now have this. The base is a little bit shorter, maybe like 2 1/4 inches shorter, and I've prepped it for welding. I've actually grinded down the edges and stuff. I normally don't do that because I'm lazy. And then I broke all the welds on the actual chair, right? So I'll clean this up, I guess. I mean, I don't really have to, but I'll clean that up. And basically the seat base, oh man, this is hard to do with one hand, but the seat base goes on like that. Something like that. This is hard to do with one hand, but basically I cut out little pockets for the seat runners to go into, and then I'm going to weld that all the way around. And then I'm going to reinforce that on the inside with these L brackets. And I'm going to go ahead, and because I want to do them this way, right, but because there's stuff in the way on both sides, like over here the seatbelt plugs into there and whatever, and down here there's part of the support brace left from the top of that guy. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just brace it this way. Oops. Excuse me. But I'm gonna weld this guy onto there, you know, 4 of them, so that should hold really well. Alright, I got that all tacked down. It's pretty solid, even though it's just being tacked, but definitely going to go all the way around. It sucks that I'm using this cheap Harbor Freight welder. I did order a new welder, but it's probably not going to be here for a couple weeks, so just going to have to make do with what I have. These welds are going to be plenty strong, especially after I reinforce it on the inside with those L brackets, so I'm not too worried about the seats. It should be fine. Pretty safe. Let me go ahead and weld around the rest of it, both inside and outside, and then yeah, pretty much I think that would be it. Clean the seat and then install it, and then it'll be done. And those L brackets. Alright, well, there she is, all welded together. I think it's pretty strong. The welds aren't pretty, that's for sure. They're pretty gross looking. But I laid it on really thick and heavy, just to be safe, you know what I mean? And on the inside, got the tabs welded in. I gotta just brush them off, get rid of all that crap. But yeah, I think it's pretty strong. Like, it's a solid one piece now. So it's good. I think gonna try installing it and see how it sits. All right, so the seat's in. It fits. Everything seems like it's working. The seatbelt works, and it also clicks into the seatbelt fastener thingy, buckle, I guess. That is part of the seat, so I can get rid of the seatbelt thingy on the side there. Just buckles right into the seat, so it sits a little higher up on, you know, your body. Why is this so sticky there? Ew, gross. But yeah, and when you sit in it, it's like it's a little bit high, but my feet touch the floor for sure, pretty comfortably. I feel like I'm a little bit higher than driver's seat, but that's okay. If the driver's seat is maybe, I feel like it might be like an inch higher, but an inch isn't too bad. And so yeah, it's kind of a comfortable riding position actually. The only thing that I might have screwed up on is the, what is this thing called? The thing that reclines, the reclining lever. So it's easy to get to now, but when you close the door, there's not a lot of space. So I mean, it's not like smashing up against the door or anything. So if anything, I should have moved the seat a little bit to the left, more inboard. But whatever, I mean, that's alright. I mean, you can still get to it. You just gotta kind of stuff your fingers in there and just get it with the tips of your fingers. So, but other than that, minor inconvenience. And I don't really care because it's the passenger seat, so I'll make sure on the driver's side I don't do that. I'll move it more inboard, as much inboard as I can. But yeah, man, it looks like it's working. Sweet. So just need to clean it up, clean the seat off, and call that done. And then it's getting kind of dark, so I won't be able to do the driver's side. But tomorrow I'll do the driver's side and add it to the end of this video. So you'll see me with new seats, hopefully by the end of tomorrow, end of the next video. Alright, so it's the next day. This is the driver's side seat. Like I mentioned last time, I did a video on this. These seat rails are riveted in, so I gotta drill them out, or I'm gonna try to grind them out. So basically what I'm gonna do is cut off these feet, and then so I can get the grinder in there, and just try to grind these rivets out. Alright, so I got the seat base on there, cut out, and it's mounted. I just need to weld it now. I guess I should test sit it. It feels pretty good. My feet touch the ground now. I'm not on my tippy toes or whatever. Feels pretty comfortable. Yeah, you know, got the armrest. Oh yeah. Oh man, that makes such a difference. Just resting your elbow on something. It doesn't seem like much, but it makes a difference. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and weld this up. Should take about an hour, and then clean them. Try to clean both seats, and then they'll be good to go. And then I'll maybe paint the bases or something later. You know, I actually don't really care that much anymore, because you know, whatever. All right, well, it's all welded together. I think that's gonna be plenty strong. I put in braces like the other one, and it's pretty much one piece now. So yeah, now it's time to test fit it. I have this tape on here to get rid of the welding burns, but unfortunately it burned through anyway when it was laying on its flat on its face. I didn't think it would get there, but I guess it did. So it's a little burnt, but that's okay. What is this, blood? Ew, that's not cool. Yeah, that's kind of creepy. Well, I guess I better test fit this and start cleaning. Get that blood out of there. Alright, well, it's in there, and let's see here, sitting in it. It feels pretty good. Yeah. I would say that's pretty much a success, as long as they hold and they don't screw up and you know, cause me to go flying out the windshield in an accident. I mean, these vans aren't known for being very good in accidents anyway. Actually, they updated some stuff, I think, from what I remember. I don't know exactly what. I think the bumper they might have updated the design of, and the seatbelts, obviously, they had some airbags in them or something. Now that I have my airbags light on all the time, because I was never able to fix that actually. But these seats actually have airbags on the side, SRS, side restraint system. So maybe I can figure out how to hook those up to the airbag system in the car. I would probably need like wiring diagrams though for both cars in order to do that, because I don't, even though, you know, I know a little bit about electrical, without diagrams I'm kind of, you know, just as lost as anybody else out there. That's the key to having manuals, man. Manuals and instructions are so important, and diagrams for anything that you do. It just makes everything so much easier. Like, yeah, I know how to turn a wrench, right? But I don't know how people decided to, you know, design stuff. Like, I can look at something and be like, yeah, that's not designed very well. Which in this van, pretty much everything is designed very poorly. But but you know, I have no idea what things do for the most part, especially like electrical wires, you know. I don't know what purple means, you know. Purple means different things to different companies. So, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But I've saw that I missed the weld actually on the seat in the front. So I'm gonna go ahead and weld these up all the way. We're finished welding them. It's just a couple of welds there, and I think I'm just gonna go ahead and clean them off. And yeah, call it a day. So it looks like I probably won't be able to come to this location. It's my parents' driveway. But it looks like I won't be able to work as much here anymore. I do have some tools here, so when I need those tools I'll come by. But other than that, I'll probably try to work, you know, in other places, in parking lots and stuff. I like being off the street, but it's too bad, you know, my dad's kind of a dick. So apparently, you know, a flat tire, a nail in the tire means it must be my fault, right? I don't know how that makes logical sense, but I get the logic in a way where it's like, well, he's working on his car, so maybe a loose screw or something fell on the driveway and then they ran over it or something, right? But I don't know, man. I guess it was a nail. And I don't use nails. I'm not a woodworker. But of course it's my fault, so I'm not welcome here anymore, which is it's sad, you know. Like, I don't understand. I just don't understand the hate, you know what I mean? I never did anything to the guy. I mean, what did I do? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why I deserve that, you know, from my own father. If you didn't want me, then just don't have me, you know. If you don't want a kid, just don't have a kid, you know. Don't have one and then I don't know, man. Whatever, some people, you know, some people. Oh well, whatever. Just all you can do is move on and keep going forward. You know what I mean? Alright, well, it's getting dark, so I'm gonna go and take a shower. And yeah, so tune in next week.